What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we will be working on the VW trike. But before we get this video started, let me remind you all that we are a bilingual and international channel, and we post 2 new videos each week in English and in Spanish. With that being said, let's get to the video. In this week's episode, we ran into some troubles and we got new parts for the projects. This week, we made a trip to the junkyard and we pulled out some parts for the Nissan Titan. We went to a junkyard called Pick Apart. In this junkyard, you have to take off the parts yourself, but the prices are awesome. You could bring almost any tool and you take off the part that you need and just bring it up to the front register and you're all set. This is the truck that I pull out the dashboard for my truck. Check out the mess. It's a lot of work, but I got this part real cheap. As you can see here, this is the Husky tool bag in action, and it worked great. When I got out of the junkyard, I went to pick up my mail and I got these lug nuts that I bought from Amazon. But when I tried to use them, this happened. They don't effing fit. I am trying to use these aftermarket wheels on the VW trike, and I can't find some lug nuts that will fit these holes. So I had to return them. So moving on, we took off the radiator from the bike for 2 reasons. It got overspray all over and the plastic bushings were all dry and falling apart. And it makes the bike look terrible. So we're gonna fix all of that. I got a set of new O-rings from Harbor Freight, and the biggest one seemed to fit on the radiator. So we're gonna replace all of them and repaint the whole radiator and fan. But first, we have to remove the fan from the radiator. And check out the mess. This is after I already cleaned the radiator on the bike, and I took a bunch of leaves and debris from the radiator fan. Luckily for us, this radiator is not working. It was a part of the bike, but now it's just for looks. Here we are prepping the front wheel of the bike, because we are gonna spray paint these wheels and we are gonna give them a brand new look. But you will have to wait to see the results. We are using a 320 grit sandpaper because we need to remove most of the scratches and marks on this wheel. The weather has been crazy lately, so every time that I get a break, I go to spray paint all the parts that I can. And now it's the right time to paint this radiator. This video, it's all over the place because the weather, it's crazy. So I have to take every chance that I can to make this work. And check out the end results. It looks like brand new. So now it's time to install those bushings. But first, we're gonna reinstall the radiator fan. And now it's time for the bushings. This is one of the wheels that I'm gonna use on the VW trike. So we might as well prep this wheel for paint. The clear coat and the paint, it's falling off these wheels. So this is a good time to repaint and resurface those wheels. I found some wheel lug nuts that probably fit these wheels, but they will be here next week. So in the meanwhile, we could start fixing up some other parts from the trike. Like this one, we have to replace the axle seals on this VW trike because they are leaking transmission fluid all over. And they look like no one has replaced these seals in decades. To replace these seals, you have to take off the brake shoes and then this axle cover and a couple of O-rings and a gasket and the axle shaft seal. And check out this gasket. It's all broken up on the corners. No wonder why this was leaking. This is one of the O-rings that goes behind the gasket, and then there's a smaller one that goes on the axle. To remove these gaskets and O-rings, I recommend to use this kind of picks. They do the job a lot easier and a lot faster. You could also get these picks on Harbor Freight for like $2. There are a lot of parts on these axle seals, so you have to be very careful to reinstall everything where they belong, or otherwise it won't seal. And now we clean up everything with brake cleaner. Make sure that you remove all the old gasket material from any parts, because otherwise it won't seal. And now it's time to remove the old axle shaft seal. It's kind of tricky to remove because it's real stuck in there. And now that we got this part out, let's install the new one. I lost kind of the ending of this video because the SD card was full, but this is the end results. An axle shaft that it doesn't leak. Before, when you turn the wheel by hand, you could see the drops of fluid coming out of the axle. Imagine that when you're on the road. And now I'm gonna spray paint this shifter knob in red, but you will have to wait until the next video to know why. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.